Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ahmed, and today I want to talk to you about something really special and has a personal meaning to me. I'm going to be talking about what it was like growing up in Senegal. If you've never been to Senegal or you never heard about it, well, don't worry. Today I got you. I'm going to show you what it was like growing up in Senegal and what you can experience and much more. I'm going to take you through it all, just like a story from a friend. All right, growing up in life was simple but full of life. Growing up in Senegal was simple but full of life. Every morning you probably wake up to the mosque prayers from the mosque. Growing up in Senegal was simple but full of life. Now we didn't have much, but most of the time when you wake up, you'll hear the mosque prayers calling everybody to gather around the mosque. Okay, so growing up in Senegal was way different than growing up over here. We have traditions. I'm pretty sure it's still going on. Traditions of like name day. Our name days are way different. I would think from here. I haven't experienced a name day here, but it's basically our godfathers, people like that. We don't really know them like that, but they're well respected. That are given the names, and then they will talk to the parents, and then they will gather around, basically praying all day, and they will choose a name. From my understanding, that is how they do it. That is how I got my name, Ahmed. But other than that, yeah, the name day we celebrated big time. But I remember running around barefoot, just enjoying life with my friends, my family. Everybody in Senegal is basically like family. We all one tight community, you know. I remember just walking around late night, just going to people's houses. Most of the time we would have the doors. Most of the time as a kid, nobody would have the doors locked, especially in our own home. Most of the time, 99% of the time, doors are open. So you can come in, just enjoy life like that. And we didn't need anything expensive. We didn't have much, although I'm blessed for what we had, but we didn't have much, but we make it work. And that's what's so amazing about third world countries or Senegal. You know, although we didn't have much, but I feel way happier when I was there than I am here. Not saying I'm sad or anything, but I'm just saying I see people with way less, just enjoying their family, enjoying their time together. There's beautiful places like Dakar. Dakar is probably the most famous place. And then, yeah, I grew up in Mbake, a little small town, Ndoyen, if you know what that is. But Mbake, yeah, so most of the time though, we would spend, like even now when we go on vacation, we will spend our time. And Dakar is the place to be, just like a smaller version of America. You got everything there. You got McDonald's. Basically, what we have here over there. The weather is way nicer in Dakar compared to where I'm originally from, Mbake. Mbake, the sun will be beaming on you, you know, shining on that forehead for sure. About 90, most of the time 90, 95. Sometimes it'll go down to 88. It's probably the lowest 80, like 80s, no lower than that though. But Dakar, you can definitely enjoy life and not be too hot. I think Dakar is just the perfect weather and the perfect city as well. You can experience around 60 to 70, 75 sometimes. But yeah, it's really exciting. It's an exciting city, especially Dakar. And we got another city, Tuba, known for its background, its prayers, its spiritual background. It's an amazing city. I really love Tuba. It's probably my favorite city. But yeah, another thing I would love to talk about is the food and family. Although I mentioned a little bit of it. Another thing I would like to talk about is the food and the family. So most of the time when we eating, it'll be like 9 people around a big old bowl. I'm just on our knees or just sitting down in a chair, mainly sitting, especially if you're younger, you're like sitting down in a chair, not in a chair, but sitting down basically on your knees. But food was a big part of our life. My favorite meal growing up is yassa bullet. I would go with yassa bullet. It changes from now and then, but yeah, I like bullet. It's basically meatballs, and then yassa is like onions and white rice, like caramelized onions and white rice with some bullet. Sometimes yassa is usually do with chicken or beef. You can mix it up, whatever. But it's really good. I have all the spices. But other than that, Chebbian, we have the best jollof rice, hands down, right? My personal second favorite is chagri. Now, chagri is like a little appetizer. You can make it here with couscous, sour cream, a little bit of milk or heavy cream, and sugar, and then powdered milk. I'm sure there's a couple other things you can add onto it. You can add coconut to it. You can add whatever you want to it, but that's just my personal favorite. I like it. The original recipe. Yeah, the food brought everyone together. I remember playing soccer outside. That's our main sport, soccer. If you go there, I bet you $1,000 you see someone playing soccer. You see a bunch of people, not just someone, but a whole community just playing soccer. That's what we do. We get together, we play soccer, and we eat food. So back when I was younger, I don't think they do this now, but back when I was younger, we just play soccer. And so somebody would just scream out "lah" or "chagri" or something like that. But it just calling. It's just basically like I said, everybody's together. So basically, our other moms, quote unquote, our other moms, people that we look up to, or whatever, our women that we look up to. So they would just call us when they see us playing soccer, and then they'll just have a big bowl of food, and you see everybody just run to it. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's fun memories right there. Like I said, I don't think I do that now, but I'm glad I grew up on there where we just playing soccer and then just the food comes out of nowhere. Everybody just start running. You see Usain Bolts out there, not trying to miss out on anything because the food will be going quick, especially with like 10 to 15 young kids. You know, we were hungry. Not saying, yeah, we were hungry though, but yeah, food is a big part. I remember one time when we were doing that, I was eating like this. This is how we eat over there, but yeah, so I was eating fast, and then I think I was on top of somebody, and then I was on the bottom or on top. But either way, I just got smacked with the food, and I just kept on eating. That's fucking good memory right there. Okay, another part I want to talk about is our music is a big part of our history. Our drums, our beats, especially our beats. I think we got the best beats, even though I don't listen to it as much as I did back then. We still got the best beats in my opinion. Whenever I hear it, I know that's Malak. I know that's our music basically, you know what I mean? Our most famous song, some of you guys will know that we have Youssou, we have a bunch of talented artists, but Youssou is probably the biggest as far as Senegal goes, and now he's even bigger as he's doing his shows here. So we have Youssou, we have Akon, as I'm pretty sure all of you will know who Akon is from Senegal. He makes a lot of Senegalese music as well as American music. Yeah, we also wear colorful clothes. Our clothes is I wish I had my special shirt that I wear on occasions, special occasions. If I did, I would show you guys. It's really something else. I'm sure we'll come up to that on another video. But yeah, our clothes is handmade, everything handmade. It's amazing. I'm trying to tell you. If you go there, try to get you someone to fit you up and then get you a shirt. You can choose your design and all that. It's really amazing. It's like basically pants fitted, and then a shirt you can do short sleeve or long sleeve. Most of us we do long sleeve. I barely see any short sleeves. But yeah, and respect. Respect is a great tradition in my opinion. It's definitely a tradition. The younger people just respect the older people, and most of the time the older people do respect the younger people as well. But just like we look up to them, you know what I mean? So we look for them in guidance, and we look for them in everything that we do basically. So I'm gonna give you a little knowledge. If you go there, if you go there, just salam alaikum. Salam alaikum means hello or hi or something like that. But Nangadef means how you doing, basically. Nangadef, and you would say Mangifi. I know I'm not, you probably did not come here to learn our saying, not just yet. I'm gonna show you more about that in the future. But yeah, no one's in too much of a rush. And basically, most of the time, people do not work like that. Yeah, so we are just socializing, helping each other, enjoying each other's company, each other's energy, if you would. But yeah, looking back on it, growing up in Senegal taught me to be grateful, to stay grounded, and appreciate community. And it taught me to enjoy whatever I have right now and not be too stressed, especially at work. Do not be too stressed by things that you see or things that are happening to you. Because if you go back home, like if I go back home, I mean, I already seen this, but if I go back home now, I will see my family members that are struggling, barely a roof over their head at all. So I try to take that and just remember that whatever I'm going through here is not as bad as my people back home. And I try to do whatever I can to help. But yeah, just be grateful for what you got. Because, there are always people that are in need of and they would be grateful for the opportunity that you got. I'm sure a lot of people would love to have come instead of my place, but that's not always the case. Yeah, so be grateful. I'm glad I grew up in there, and then whenever I have a kid, I do want him to experience that lifestyle first, because it shows you a mentality. It teaches you a mentality, a mental thing. It's a mental toughness. It builds on you. But we had joy going through all that painful stuff. We didn't really pay attention to it necessarily. We just try to, like I said, we play soccer a lot as a kid, so we take our mind off it. We didn't bother and think that's all we knew, just Senegal. That's it. We didn't know anything else. We had joy. We had clean water. We didn't have much electricity. We never had a problem with clean water. I know a couple places or a couple people that might have a problem with it, but where I go up, we didn't have a problem with it. Even though those lessons stay with me, especially being grounded and being grateful. But there or somewhere else or here in Baltimore, just Senegal is always in my heart, and it's always my birthplace. I really love everything about it. So yeah, that's a little window into my childhood in Senegal. If you're from there too, let me know down in the comments. Let me know your favorite memory down in the comments. And if you've never been, I hope one day you will go, because I promise you will really enjoy it. Go to Dakar, stay there for about a week. Go look at the monuments that we got over there and enjoy the food and go watch some soccer games in Dakar. It's really amazing. I hope that you do listen to me and go subscribe. And then I got more stories coming for sure. This is my first time trying this, so we're gonna grow together, and you're gonna see me become better at this, if you will. And yeah, go subscribe, like, do all that. I appreciate it.